It's time for Food Adventure Program for Awesome People!
The Samgyeopsal edition.
Guys, we had a pretty rough day today.
Didn't work as planned at all.
If any of you guys follow us on our other social media sites like Tumblr and Facebook and Twitter, we left a bunch of frustrated comments about our batteries dying.
We were supposed to go wanking today, but I'm not sure what happened. I think we passed through some like small electromagnetic pulse field.
Electric shock.
Every single one of our batteries died.
And the thing is like Simon knows he charged them because we have little green lights that go on and we weren't anywhere close to our home.
It said that everything was fully charged. I don't know what happened.
So anyways, because we still want to feel productive, we decided to do a faf instead because it was way too late by the time we got back from Hongdae with all our gear. We had to charge the batteries again.
Yes.
So instead of being at home like this, we decided to go out instead and cheer ourselves up by going to our most favorite restaurant in Korea ever.
We don't even know the name of it. We just call it the Ajima Samgyeopsal restaurant. I'm sure it has a proper name, but there are Ajimas there and they give us Samgyeopsal. And hence the name is Ajima Samgyeopsal.
There it is. Yeontan Gui. So before we fall asleep and or die of hunger, let's go get some Samgyeopsal.
And get drunk.
What? No, that would never happen. Outside?
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 파티오.
여기 앉으세요. 어디 좋은 데로.
괜찮아요?
오케이.
볼하고 갈비?
아니요. I think 삼겹살, right, Simon?
삼겹살.
삼겹살 2인분 주세요.
네.
And 처럼처럼 소주 한 병. And 콜라 한 병 주세요.
하고 된장찌개 하나 주세요.
된장찌개.
네.
밥은 안 드시고?
Papa
아니요. 네.
she remembers our
Yeah,
diet.
our diet.
So you can see that they didn't actually let us set up. As soon as we walked into the place, they're like, what do you want? And they gave it to us before we could even sit down and set anything up.
Yeah, but that's because we come here all the time, like all the time. So we can't even sit down before people already know what we're gonna eat.
They even actually knew that we don't eat rice anymore. Not that we have anything against it, it's just not good for our diet. So he's like, no rice for you. I'm like, yes, no rice.
It was pretty shocking that time that we actually started to not have rice. So. So in Korea, you're going to see a lot of Samgyeopsal restaurants, like a lot. It's very popular. And a long time ago, we used to think that they were all the same. We were like, oh, whatever, this one's cheap, let's go there. We're dead wrong. This place has the best samgyeopsal we have ever tasted, even over the Jeju boar. You know the Jeju black boar?
I'm telling you, this is definitely better than that.
Okay, so what are you looking for something to be better? This is the key word here, the sing. So sing means fresh samgyeopsal. And there are still some restaurants that do it fresh and they don't do it as good as this magical place.
I don't know.
I don't know why.
A lot of samgyeopsal restaurants will give it to you like frozen samgyeopsal, but this is like, I've never had samgyeopsal this fresh
Remember
before.
when we said that we were going to do a vegetarian fap and then we came for samgyeopsal?
Right, our next one was supposed to be vegetarian, wasn't it?
Sir, yes.
I think it's time for us to do some food porn shots. Now, one of the things that's really interesting about samgyeopsal is that it has a different cut of pork that you're used to. So you're gonna see these little white spots right here. This is a little bit of cartilage. Now, we happen to not like it ourselves, so we usually cut around it, but supposedly some Korean people like to actually have the cartilage pieces in their samgyeopsal because they like to chew around it. Again, we're not that fond of it, so a lot of people leave it in. We're just gonna cut it out afterwards.
Ooh, so nasty. You know the samgyeopsal's ready when it's all like golden, browny, and delicious on the outside, not golden, black, and delicious, which is what we did originally when we came to Korea. We
Wasn't that delicious either.
No, you ruined perfectly good samgyeopsal that way. Okay, so there's a couple ways you can eat this. Some people just take it and they dip it inside a little side dish. This is sogum. This is just salt. You can just dip it and eat it that way. Other people will take it and just dip it in the samjang, which is kind of like a bean paste that's mixed with a bunch of seasonings and stuff like that. And the other way to eat it is wrapped up nicely in a tiny little sangchu sandwich. The sangchu is just the normal lettuce, and kenip is the sesame leaf. And this has a kind of like bittery taste to it, but we happen to like it. At first we didn't. I'm doing the sangchu approach first, so here I go. fold it up in a nice little samgyeopsal piggy blanket. Ta-da! And I'm eating in one shot. Ready? Oh.
One shot. If I could just get Martina to stop eating for a
No,
second.
please go ahead.
Okay.
You don't need me.
Are you ready now, Piggy?
I'm finished.
Now, of course, no meal of samgyeopsal is complete without a nice bottle of soju in hand. There are a lot of different varieties of it. We happen to prefer the chorum. A lot of people like the jinro or the jamishil. This one is our favorite one because it tastes the least like poison.
If you don't have soju with your meal, they will not let you eat samgyeopsal in Korea. I kid.
Or do we? So we're gonna show you a trick that's gonna make it a lot easier for you to drink. It's gonna totally make your soju delicious and you'll be amazed by the magic of it all. So you're gonna need a few things for this trick. Number one, a bottle of soju, obviously. Number two, your shot glass. Number three, a bottle of cola. And number four, a napkin. Take your shot glass and you're gonna fill it halfway with cola. So you're gonna place your napkin on top like this so that it's just touching the surface of the cola, but don't fully submerge it. You only want it touching the top of it so that
You want it to get like a little bit wet so it'll be a little bit transparent?
Bit wet. Pour your soju on top of that very slowly till it's almost close to the top. Okay, good. Pull your tissue out very, very slowly. Don't rush this. You want this to be able to seep through. Then you will have a very clear line.
Don't pick that up yet.
Between
Yeah.
your cola and between your soju. Now the beautiful thing about this is that when you finally do take a shot, you're gonna drink the soju first, but the last thing that you're gonna taste is the cola, so it's gonna taste sweet and delicious, and little did you know, you just had some soju as well. So that's it for this week's edition of Fab Fab. That whole meal was 2 servings of samgyeopsal, 1 bottle of soju, 1 bottle of Coke, and 1 little bowl of doenjang jjigae soup.
Which
Thank
I
you for
ate
nibbling
all of
me.
it.
She ate most of it. And altogether it cost 30,000 won, which is roughly like 28 bucks or so.
Now that is more expensive for samgyeopsal because we told you before we're getting same samgyeopsal
Premium style.
fresh. It's not frozen. I
Now-
got distracted because there
Because
are
there are a
coming
couple of
at us.
drunk people dancing behind us. Now, I want you to notice something really awesome. Right now, it's around like 1:40 a.m.
Yeah.
And it's a Wednesday night, and it's totally still bumping.
No one seems to have any jobs.
Seems that way. Doesn't anybody have to work?
I want to get out my cane and be like, quiet everybody.
Everybody's just like walking around and eating samgyeopsal. They're probably gonna have to wake up at like 6 a.m. and go to work anyways.
All right, we're gonna see you guys next week for our wank. For sure, this time.
For sure, for sure, for sure.
For sure, for sure.
We're gonna buy even more batteries than before.
Simon, look.
What's
Here's a
this?
samgyeopsal. Go get it.
No.
Go get it.